I have about 200 hours in Starfield at this point, so as you can imagine I've played through a ton of different perks and I've seen what's good and what isn't. I'm actually slowly making my way towards every single perk in the game on my do everything character, and I think I've found the 5 most essential perks for any playthrough, so without wasting any time let's get into the top 5 perks that you should master in Starfield. Now the first one absolutely has to go to Stealth. I honestly don't like this perk, or rather it's not that I dislike it, I just don't think Bethesda should have hidden the stealth bar behind a perk, and I think that it's actually really stupid, but that's why it's on the list. I think that you should absolutely get at least 1 rank of this skill, but you should also master it because it comes quite useful, and honestly if you want to do pretty much any type of stealing, you're going to need at least rank 1 of this skill tree. This perk is going to help you be able to steal things, but also help you see if you're nearby enemies, and it's pretty essential if you want to do any kind of thieving, pickpocketing, or any kind of stealth. And the next perk that I recommend is actually Gymnastics, found underneath the physical tree. Gymnastics is going to reduce your fall damage by a ton if you master it, but also give you the ability to combat slide, which honestly makes combat 10 times more fun than it already is. It's super fun sliding over to enemies and blasting them with a shotgun mid-slide, and that is the main reason why I actually recommend this perk, because it's just super fun even if it's not an essential pick. Now fall damage reduction is a huge help. If you're exploring a planet or moon with a heavy amount of gravity and boost pack way too high up in combat like I do sometimes, it helps reduce your fall damage obviously, but can also lower the chance of breaking a limb while doing so. With the amount that I've been boost packing around and falling when gravity randomly turns on a ship for example, this perk has done wonders for me. And that does of course bring me to number 3 with boost pack training. Now boost pack training is actually the first skill I ever mastered in Starfield, and when I made a new character for an upcoming character build video that I'm planning on making, I couldn't believe how awful boost packing felt without this perk mastered. Boost pack training lets you boost to higher points, and if you master it and go to a low gravity planet or moon, you can pretty much fly around. It's super fun and honestly I think quite essential for nearly any playthrough. So like I said, I really disliked not having this perk mastered, but of course that is probably because I'm so used to playing with the perk unlocked and mastered. After all, I do have around 200 hours in Starfield at this point, with most of those hours having this perk maxed out. But either way, I heavily recommend boost pack training as one of your focuses. The next perk I heavily recommend is quite an obvious one, but I think it is very essential, and that's security. All this perk really does is allow you to pick higher leveled locks, which means you get more loot, more credits and more ammo and all of that. And of course every single time that you rank up, you get a new auto slot attempt in lockpicking. And if you even want to be able to lockpick anything higher than a novice lock, then you need to get at least rank 1 of this skill. This perk is absolutely essential for people like me that just want to loot absolutely everything, and that brings me to number 5, weightlifting. It's not enough that the storage system in Starfield pretty much sucks, at least in my opinion, but your carry weight is also pretty crap, and like I just said, I loot absolutely everything and sell it off for easy creds. I do this in all Bethesda games, so perks that allow you to carry more items are always an absolute must for me, because I'm a heavy scavenger in these games. You can even see in most of my gameplay footage that I tend to just loot every single thing off an enemy. I do this, store it on my ship, and then sell it to vendors anytime I come across them, and it's a really easy, fast and simple way to stay rich in Starfield and never have to worry about credits. And weightlifting is going to help you a ton with that. Each rank will slowly give you a little more carry weight, or mass as they call it in Starfield, and while you sadly only get an extra 100 kilograms in total, it's still a great perk, especially when you combine it with jetpacks that give you extra carry weight. But that is pretty much it. That's my top 5 perks I heavily recommend for pretty much any playthrough in Starfield. I think all of these are very essential, and honestly all of them are super easy challenges to do too. I'm thinking about making a video of 5 perks you should avoid, so let me know if you guys want to see that in the comments below. But that is pretty much all I have to say today, so if you enjoyed the video or it helped you out in any kind of way, please do leave it a like, as it really helps me out and the channel. And if you want to stay up to date on Starfield content that gets straight to the point, then this is absolutely the place for you, so consider subscribing. I've got you covered. We're also super close to 9,000 subscribers, so if you do subscribe, I thank you a ton. Lastly, as always, a huge massive thank you to our channel members. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for your continued support. But with that all said and done, we are going to wrap up. So I thank you all so much for watching, and I really hope to see you next time. Peace.